the 2021 Hyundai Elantra N TCR. Like the other TCR cars before it, the Elantra N TCR is a race car you can't get to drive on public roads. It has been developed to serve private racing teams and it's underpinned by the popular Elantra sedan, although not much is carried over from the original car except the chassis and the name. We got a glimpse of the new Hyundai Elantra N TCR back in 2020, at the Beijing Motor Show. That's when we heard from Hyundai that development for the Elantra N TCR had started in mid-2019 from a blank sheet of paper, so designers and engineers could experiment and mix based on their previous experience in creating the i30 N TCR and Veloster N TCR. That said, let's have a look at what awaits underneath the sheet metal. Hyundai Elantra N TCR powertrain. Under the hood sits a 2-liter 1998cc inline-4 turbo engine with 2 overhead camshafts and 16 valves. The mill churns out 350 PS 345 horsepower at 7,000 revolutions per minute and 450 Nm 332 pound-feet of torque at 3,500 revolutions per minute. Power goes to the front wheels through a 6-speed sequential gearbox. It's operated via paddle shifters, fitted with a ceramic twin-disc clutch and a multi-plate limited-slip diff. We're told Hyundai tested and finely tuned the drivetrain over 5,000 kilometers (3,100 miles), on which the Elantra N TCR was tested for 3 months in a variety of scenarios, including sprint racing and endurance. Hyundai Elantra N TCR, chassis and suspension. In the front, Hyundai went for a McPherson strut setup with coil springs and gas-filled dampers as well as an anti-roll bar. In the rear, the Elantra N TCR rides on a 4-arm multilink axle, coil springs, gas-filled dampers, and an anti-roll bar. The steering is of the power-assisted, rack and pinion variety. Stopping power comes from 6 piston calipers in the front biting into 380 mm ventilated steel discs. The rear-end braking setup gets 2 piston calipers and 278 mm rotors. Weight-wise, the Elantra N TCR must tip the scales at minimum 1,265 kilos, about 2,789 pounds, including the driver and the 100-liter (26.4-gallon) fuel tank. Hyundai Elantra N TCR, exterior and interior. While it's obvious what changes were made to the regular Elantra's body, think new spoilers, a fixed rear wing and diffuser, as well as bulkier wheel arches and extra air vents, we don't get too much details on what lies inside the Elantra N TCR. All Hyundai mentions relates to a pair of OMP race seats with 6-point safety harnesses. Granted, this is not your run-of-the-mill Elantra cabin in the sense that most of the panels have been surely deleted to save weight. A roll cage was installed and it's safe to assume that the cabin now looks as ripped as a Spartan soldier's abdomen. Oh, and the 18-inch wheels are AER dynamically tweaked and designed by Hyundai Motorsport. Availability and price. Hyundai intended to deliver the Elantra N TCR to paying customers starting with the end of 2020. We can't tell you if race teams started to receive their cars, and there's no price tag on the Elantra N TCR's head announced at the time of writing. All we can say is that the i30 N TCR can be had for a base sticker of €128,000, which includes a €15,000 deposit that confirms your order. We guess the Elantra N TCR would be priced above the i30 N TCR, but there's not enough information to put our fingers onto something palpable.
If you liked this video, please share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.